So, this week in HALLOW-SCREAM, I wanted to talk about an important staple in the Scream series, and honestly, many horror movies before and after it: the opening scene. The opening to a horror movie has to set the tone, create intrigue and mystery, so there's a lot riding in creating a good opening scene. And the Scream movies, by and large, have some of the most memorable opening scenes in modern horror history. So I'm going to rank these scenes, and let's talk about what makes and doesn't make a good opening scene. Spoilers ahead, and from the bottom to the top, here we go. Scream 3. This is going to be a running thing with all the rankings, as you can tell, Scream 3 being at the bottom. But it's for good reason, I think. Scream 3, definitely the weakest movie of the series, and it even starts off weak. First off, they kill off a character I kind of love, Cotton Weary, who, for as slimy and douchey as Cotton Weary is, he wears it well. And Liev Schreiber, pretty great in that role.
I mean, think about it. I'm risking my reputation as the host of this country's #1 nationally syndicated talk show to do a cameo in some cheap slasher flick. I mean, why can't these guys write me a fucking decent part, you know? I live through the fucking thing.
So, yeah, you kill off Cotton, which, okay, fine, fair. That plays into the opening rule of it being a fake out and killing off an established actor or character from the movies. And you think, all right, sure, fine. But here's the difference with all those other openings. I could believe Ghostface taking down Drew Barrymore and Jada Pinkett and the myriad of cameos in Scream 4. I cannot believe Ghostface taking down 6'3" Liev Schreiber, especially in the manner shown in the movie. The other thing is that voice changer shit. It's such a world-breaking and rule-breaking device. It takes you out of the movie every time it's used, and especially how it's used in this opening.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was just, trying to take the game to the next level. I'm sorry. Come on, open the door, Chris.
Game?
Yeah, the game.
What are you talking about?
Talking about how much fun it's gonna be to rip your insides out.
All that being said, though, no, there's nothing positive here. This movie sucks. This opening sucks. Moving on.
It was a simple game, Cotton. You should have told me where Sydney was. Now, you lose.
Scream 2. You done booing me? Are you done? Okay, good. Look, I'm not saying this opening sucks. As a matter of fact, it fucking rules. That being said, I just have some minor little problems with how convenient it is for Ghostface to kill these people like that. How do you anticipate that whole bathroom situation? And how is the theater that full, yet Ghostface manages to just slip out of there? Nobody notices the stabbing, almost. I mean, look, it's a very striking scene, visually. The imagery of it all is really good. From the stall stabbing, which, I don't even know how strong Ghostface knives are at this point. But anyway, it's got a cool stall stabbing. The theater full of Ghostface masks, great. It's got a fantastic. It might be my favorite death scene in a Scream movie. Just how Jada Pinkett goes out. She fucking understood the assignment in this opening. And you gotta love the meta nature of it all, of her dying in front of a screen that's playing ostensibly like the opening of the first movie. That just like an opening in front of an opening. It's really, I like that. But unfortunately, some minor logistical issues keep this from being number 2 for me, but I still love it a ton, and it's a hell of a way to kick off that movie. Scream 4. I love this opening simply because of how batshit crazy it continues to get. Cameos at the wazoo, more blood in the opening of this movie than all of Scream 3. Immediately pointing out the tropes of modern horror, fucking completely with audience expectations of what a Scream opening is. It's a Scream opening commenting on Scream openings. It's absolutely absurd.
A bunch of articulate teens sit around and deconstruct horror movies until Ghostface kills them one by one. It's been done to death. The whole self-aware, postmodern meta shit.
And on top of that all, it's got some pretty good humor in it. The humor in this movie is very hit or miss for me, but the opening, it just hits for me. You know, you got Ghostface catfishing somebody with Channing Tatum abs. The whole Rushing Doll openings of it, like an opening within an opening within an opening. That's funny as hell to me. And high key, one of my favorite Ghostface lines is in this opening.
Eat me.
You hang up on me and I'll cut through your neck until I feel bone.
Perfectly delivered by Roger L. Jackson, right? And then it's followed by an equally great response.
Who is it? It's for you.
All of it leading up to a fantastic opening with great callbacks, and you got yourself a really fun opening that sets the tone for this movie. Scream 1. Speaking of setting the tone for a movie, crazy how one opening scene can not only perfectly set the tone for its own movie, but also for the teen horror genre for decades beyond. I'm surprised, honestly. There's not like countless video essays online on here detailing how just perfectly paced, acted, directed, and shot this whole opening scene is. From the opening shot to the fucking title card, it's a perfect short film in its own right. There's a 3-act structure to it, a beginning, a middle, and a bloody gruesome end that shocked audiences everywhere at the time, which is rare that movies even attempt to do a fake out like that anymore nowadays, partially due to this movie just nailing it like no other. You got Drew Barrymore being so fucking good in this scene.
What do you want?
To see what your insides look like.
Who's there? Who's there? I'm calling the police.
And she really goes all in on it. Her growing sarcasm that turns to fear, turned to panic, turning into just, you know, all of it feeling like a natural progression. And of course it ends with a great big, great scream. A perfect way to not only kick off a film, but to kick off the 90s era of horror altogether. So, that's my rankings of the opening scenes. Tell me which is your favorite of the opening scenes in the comments, and why. Or tell me which is your favorite horror movie opening in general, and why. And I'll see you next week, where I'm going to rank the ghost faces themselves. That's right. I'm going to be ranking all the killers from the Scream movies. It's a lot. So stay tuned, and happy Hallow-Scream.